Hello folks, this is Sam of B Sharp Guitars, and with me today is a Line 6 POD HD500. This is one of the many different floor models of Line 6's POD. Essentially it's a multi-effects processor, and their whole thing is digital modeling, where they can digitally copy a lot of sounds from popular amps and effects pedals and so forth. Kind of gives you a lot of tones right at your fingertips. And one of the best things I like about this floor model is, where they got all this, the patches set up. So let's just say, got a nice good, crunchy rhythm. Then you get, lead tone. And something clean. Of course, you got a mishmash or whatever. And back. Like so, because some people like good lead tone, sounding like this amp with this effects and good clean, so forth, so forth. This guy allows you, boop, right there, I got that, boop, I have this, pop this, I can jump to that, go ahead and go, ba 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 ba, tap dancing, get the kind of tone you need for whatever part of a song you're playing. So that's basically a big function like that. And of course, you often use this in direct recording. You can basically do vocal effects on that because there's like an XLR input. There's stuff for bass as well. It's basically a Swiss Army knife of guitar effects and tones. That's one way I like to call it. So generally, a lot of people are going to say, oh, these digital modelers, aren't the real thing. And of course not. But I gotta say, if you just like to have something that is ready to go, it's like, hey, I want what this kind of amp with this sounds like, there you go. And it kind of lets people, maybe experiment, play around, and maybe eventually down the road, kind of invest, getting the real thing, having a better idea. Okay, oh, this does that. So that's just many pros of having a Line 6 POD floor model. But I will kind of have to give a bit heads up coming from my own personal experience. As far as taking these out live, I would say be very careful on them. And eventually, there's probably going to be a little bit wear and tear. So I say get a very good secure case and make sure it's a little bit off stage, because these can get pretty fragile. And there's just going to be eventual wear and tear. So in many cases, you just might be better off, getting a handful of stomp boxes if you're not going to be doing a whole lot, or like a Digitech RP multi-effects processor. Trust me, I have a Line 6 POD X3. It's a couple years old, but I took it out live and did its job pretty good, but a lot of wear and tear. And there was one point where I couldn't use the stomping features anymore, so I kind of had to basically retire it to direct recording, which is no good reason this is very popular. So not much else to go over with. I am Sam of B Sharp Guitars, over and out.